Arcadian Vanguard presents the Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Friday, March 28th, 2025. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with ratings news. Wednesday's edition of AEW Dynamite brought in 663,000 viewers to TBS according to WrestleNomics, with a .17 rating in the 18 to 49-year-old demographic. That's an increase of about 1% from last week's audience of 658,000. TNA Wrestling presented Impact last night on Access TV and TNA Plus, featuring matches taped on March 15th at the County Coliseum in El Paso, Texas. In the main event, Nick Nemeth defeated Leon Slater. After the match, Nick and Ryan Nemeth attacked Slater until the Hardys made the save and challenged the Nemeth to a match at Rebellion. In TNA vs. NXT matches, Masha Slamovich retained the Knockouts title against Jayce Jane and then was attacked by Tessa Blanchard, and Ash and Heather by Elegance regained the Knockouts Tag Team title against Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley. In other results, Eric Young beat Ace Austin, and Chavo Guerrero and the Aztec Warriors defeated Frankie Kazarian in First Class. Ring of Honor streamed last night on Honor Club, featuring matches taped on March 15th at the theater at Virgin Hotels in Las Vegas. In another CMLL main event, Atlantis Jr., Fuego, and Titan defeated Barbaro, Cavanario, Rugido, and Volador Jr. ROH World Tag Team Champions Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara teamed with Willie Mack to defeat Johnny TV and MXM Collection. ROH World Women's Champion Athena teamed with Diamante to go over Jordan Blue and Maserati. In other results, Queen Aminata went over Viva Van. The Premier Athletes topped the Dark Order, and Dark Panther beat Okamura. And finally, in WWE news, the company has found a permanent replacement for the spot recently filled on SmackDown by Lillian Garcia and Samantha Irvin. Mark Schunock, former in-arena host for the NHL's Vegas Golden Knights and the NFL's Las Vegas Raiders, as well as a former host and announcer for ESPN's Top Rank Boxing, will debut tonight as the new ring announcer for SmackDown under the working name of Mark Nash.
And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.